Hey yo guys, what's happening? It's your boy Arain TJ back again with another episode of Justathought. And today I wanted to introduce you to my friend and future business partner, Maddie Brady. We have a couple things coming in store dealing with fashion, creativity, and art. We're not revealing it just yet, but at least today you get to hear Maddie describe what she thinks creativity is to some degree and explain a little bit of what she had to deal with as a young entrepreneur starting up. So, without any further ado, my friend Maddie.
Hi, I'm Maddie Brady. I started the clothing line Patch Not Perfect. It originated by making custom jackets like this one with patches to express your personality. And then I started doing shorts and now masks with the pandemic. And right now I'm really branching into the branded apparel like crew necks, hoodies, t-shirts, beanies, bucket hats, and some really cool things coming soon.
Cool. So, what had you start off on this journey? Did you go to school for this, or was creativity just a hobby of yours?
So I was always very into fashion. And then I originally went to Drexel University and studied design and merchandising. And after going through some mental health struggles of my own, I decided I wanted to create my own brand with purpose behind it and a message that I wanted to spread. And now I really focus on helping others grow into their confidence and embrace their flaws and look fabulous while doing it.
All right, cool. I like that. So, what hardships may you have faced starting off with your entrepreneurships? Is there anything that you would like to talk about?
I think definitely the hardest thing to overcome is self-doubt in the beginning. Anything in entrepreneurship, I think you're always going to feel like a bit of an imposter in the beginning. And you're always going to have these doubts and voices in your head saying, who do you think you are? You can't be doing that. There's so many easier options. Do you really think you're going to be the success story? And I think if you're able to overcome your own self-doubt, along with countless other people that will not believe in you and try to talk you out of it, that you'll be on the right path after that. You really just have to come to terms with what you're doing and who you are and be comfortable with your mission. And when that happens, you're making a step in the right direction.
Very true, very true. So too is collaboration. For me myself, it's realizing that yeah, I can actually do this and I should just go for it. But then to also reaching out to others and knowing that it's okay to not do it alone and
Mhm.
ask other people to help or to partake. You see where other people could contribute. I remember watching a video from Gary Vee, and he was talking about, just reaching out to people at all kind of hours on social media. And I started doing that, and that's how I made a few friends in, production and music who live in Argentina and other parts of the world. And just from being up late at night and instead of scrolling on Instagram, just actually DMing people and trying to reach out. So for me, I want to know if like for you, if there's any way collaboration helped you.
Collaboration really helped my business go to the next level. I think you really have to swallow your own pride and put ego aside and admit, maybe I can't do it all on my own. I was always extremely business savvy, but in the beginning, I did not know how to sew at all. I knew no logistics behind producing the products I was making. So when I wanted to do the masks, I saw an extremely talented young woman on Instagram that was creating her own. And I messaged her and said, hey, I have this idea. I would love to do denim masks and put patches on it that people can express themselves while simultaneously wearing these masks. And she really, really helped me with the production of that. And then I was actually able to find another incredible woman that offered to help me learn how to sew. And now I'm able to sew the patches and do all of that on my own. So that was a tremendous step in the right direction. So I think you really just have to put embarrassment aside and say, hey, I can't do it all right now, but one day I will be able to.
True. And I think also another reason why that's good, being able to do things on your own, is because like I personally have some friends who allow other people to oversee everything for them in some of their projects or in some aspects of their projects. And I try to communicate to them that I personally don't think that that's good, um, not to govern their field or whatnot, but because if you yourself don't know how to do something, that's there's a delay. If you have to do something right now, you'd have to communicate with someone, wait in them to do it. They have their own lives, they have their own events going on, their own projects. So being able to have certain skills for yourself is definitely a plus. I mean, I'm sure now that you're able to sew, you can produce a lot more, and it's a lot more to your liking and to your tailoring because you don't have the issues of conveying your thoughts to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another plus of being able to do things on your own in your field.
Absolutely. I feel like no one will be as motivated as you to do your own work. Everyone wants to build their own dream, and you really have to focus on building your own. Also, touching on messaging people and just really going for it. I think in the beginning, when you don't have accessibility to make major campaigns or commercials or anything like that, that you really have to just message as many people as possible. And I know for the entire mask mission, I started by just donating some. And then I saw a lot of people had interest in the design. So I started messaging people and I was selling them at cost value in the beginning because I didn't feel comfortable profiting on them in the beginning when there was a scarcity in the masks. So I was messaging people saying, hey, would you like this mask? And one girl said, no, I'm actually good, but can you donate it to someone that needs it? And that's when I came up with the idea for kind of a marketing plan to have people be able to donate it to a doctor, nurse, um, grocery store employee, anyone they want it, and make it very interactive where they could select what category they wanted to donate it to, what was going on the mask, and receive a picture in return. So that really got my name out there. I just wanted as many people as possible wearing Patched Up Perfect before I really took it to the next level and said, hey, this is a profitable area and a great growing industry, the masks. So it really all just started just from Instagram alone.
All right. Okay, cool. So like, um, yeah, reaching out to people definitely helps in the sense of collaboration. And like you were saying, we're getting coverage and stuff like that. If you don't have a campaign, or if you don't have the budget or the finances to start off with a campaign. So what about like you? Like, is that what you did to get your coverage? I'm guessing you reached out to someone.
Yeah. So a lot of people were very curious how I got that news segment. And it was really from just messaging as many people as I could involved in the Philadelphia news industry. And I mean, I was messaging random cameramen, just anyone that had any involvement. And I was actually very lucky that the main interviewer just coincidentally got back to me. But it was an opportunity that I had from reaching out. It did not come knocking on my door. And without putting myself out there, I would not have been able to receive that. So I think you really have to be able to ask to receive what you wish for. And that's the main thing that I think a lot of people struggle with in the beginning.
Yeah. It's probably because of self doubt, like you were saying, the initial issue is self
Yeah.
doubt. So, I mean, it's amazing how it came back around full circle.
Mhm.
But thank you so much for coming in today and sharing your thoughts, Maddie. I know you and I have some things coming that everyone should look out for. Um, and until then, thank you again. Is there any last words for anyone who may want to start an entrepreneurship?
I know it's cliche, but really just not to give up and just go for it. There are going to be a lot of days that you're very discouraged, and just not let those days turn into weeks or months, and just get out of that little patch or slump and get back to work and keep going. And for every bad idea, you're going to come up with a good idea. So just keep moving forward, and there's nothing you can't achieve.
All right, guys, there you go. That was Just a Thought with Arain TJ and Maddie Brady, just discussing, what it is to be an entrepreneur, a young entrepreneur starting off, and a few things that you can do to, get yourself started, and to understand that, like, hey, it takes you to make that drive. You got to take the initial step. You got to go out there and message as many people as possible. And like Maddie said, the initial issue, the initial hardship is that inner voice. So try to conquer that and you'll do just fine. All right, everybody. Bye. Have a good day.